All right, let's do some pigskin picks. Hi again, everybody. Gene Sapikoff, Warren Pepper. If you won a bumper sticker last week, raise your hand. All right, I think that pretty much takes care of the low country. Tough week last week to pick games.
Well, it's heating up here, and these games are getting tougher by the week, so we're going to have to turn it up a notch, Warren.
Yes, we are. Well, the Citadel kind of surprised us both, I think it's fair to say. What a phenomenal comeback against Chattanooga, and they come in now finally with a chance to play at home for a while against Wofford.
Warren, I'm putting on my Citadel blue today in honor of the Bulldogs. That had to be one of the greatest comebacks in Palmetto State college football history. I mean, it is not easy to play at Chattanooga, down so much at halftime, and the Bulldogs 28 unanswered points. It was just incredible. Wofford obviously playing well, beat Appalachian State, played Clemson closer than any other team really has played Clemson. So I like Wofford close, but you got to bow your head to the Bulldogs.
So you're picking Wofford even though you're wearing Citadel blue colors.
Got to kind of cut it down the middle for that, yeah. But,
well, it is a political year, so he's trying to do all that's right. I don't know that Sid can beat Wofford myself. I'm going to go with those Terriers that, well, even though the game is here at Johnson Haygood Stadium. Let's start with now a Kentucky-South Carolina game where, I don't know, maybe 2-3 weeks ago, everybody said, oh, Kentucky? What are you kidding? Now, I don't know. Things seem to be a bit in a state of flux there in Columbia.
Well, I think you're going to see maybe 1 or 2 or 3 different kind of quarterback options, not including Stephen Garcia. I still believe that the Gamecocks can get this together and win the SEC East, and then who knows what happens with that. But, yeah, offense in a state of flux, and I think Steve Spurrier is going to do a lot to fix it this week.
I have seen and heard more than one quote to the effect of, in Columbia, why don't they just hike it to Lattimore and be done with it? All right, maybe that's an offensive approach they'll pursue. I think they still can take Kentucky, and I still think they've still got the rest of this season well in front of them from an SEC East standpoint. Clemson moves into the top 10. They host Boston College this week.
Yeah, Warren, I think a lot of people might look at this as a potential trap game because they have to go to Maryland the next week. Boston College, though, beat them up in Chestnut Hill last year. It's homecoming in the Valley. It's going to be roaring, and I think they pummel the Eagles.
Well, it certainly does look like one of those trap games for you where they've really beaten teams maybe they didn't expect to or weren't supposed to, and now here comes a team that really isn't maybe up to their level. Hey, another win for the Tigers at Death Valley, homecoming with all those trappings. I think this team is rolling right now, and they may not only win, they may win big. So there you go. You'll see 10 games in detailed breakdown fashion with Gene's column on Saturday morning. Good luck to you. If you haven't gotten a bumper sticker this year, you're just not trying.